What's up, my people? Niaje wase. This is Maruko, George Television, the home of African stories. Ubuntu. You are because I am, and I am because you are. What we do, we try to inspire a generation by giving them real life stories. We talk to different people, artists, sportsmen, business people. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any story. Like today, we have a very exciting guest. These are the people they say that young at heart. Ukimwangalia kabisa, unaona ni young kabisa. He will introduce himself, he will tell you what he does, and he will continue. Karibu sana.
Thank you, Mr. George. My name is James Salasini. I'm a retired civil servant. I used to work with the civil service. I worked for over 30 years. I retired in 2018. And after my retirement, I went into the hospitality industry. Of course, before that, I started tried a few more things. But now my passion for now is the entertainment industry, and I run a resort, actually a garden, not a resort, a garden by the name of Suneka Leisure Garden. I enjoy working here because the challenges are immense, and then the fact that I'm also giving people value for their money when they come here, I enjoy that. I meet all kinds of people, and there's nothing as good as seeing a happy family or happy patrons, and we keep on improving our services. As the saying goes, this is actually a living business. A living business is whereby you are continuously working to make give better services for your patrons. Our business is actually patron based. We try and find out what our patrons need, and we try to provide that. For now, we are concentrating on developing our infrastructure, especially outdoor, for parties, for camping sites, for get-togethers, and a myriad of other services. We are also focusing, we have a guava garden, whereby for those who come during the season, they can take the fruit away for free, for gratis, in a way of bettering their lives and sharing with people what they lack maybe in towns, like people who live in Kisii town, maybe such facilities are not there. Especially, we have a large space. We have about 8 acres, which we need to develop, but we are going piecemeal. We are going stage by stage, Mr. George, because money is not enough.
So let's start. Twende nyuma kidogo. Yeah. Because there are people who are watching us, and especially this generation which wants to come up. They need to be inspired, they need to be talked to. They also need to know the steps somebody follows to get to a business running. So let's go nyuma kidogo. We start from the dream. How did the dream start?
A dream is a process. It comes through interacting with the people over the years. It's an accumulation. So, let's say, okay, I love nature. You have seen this place. There's plenty of nature. It started all from when I was in school, let's say. I was a scout. We used to go to Roland Camp, that nature place, natural place. We used to go to City Park. I schooled in Nairobi. All these things now came into me. Over the years, they saturated into me. And since we have a bit of land here, I protected some of these trees you are seeing here. So part of a dream is actually an accumulation of experiences. You sieve them and then come up with something of your own, what can you say, your own brand.
Okay.
So
let me go back. When exactly, at what time did you know that this is the route I'm taking? At what time in your life you were working in the government?
Uh,
At what time do you start protecting the trees? And when you started protecting them, were you protecting them out of loving nature, or you are protecting them knowing that in future I'm gonna do ABCD?
yeah, as I was okay, yeah, I was protecting them because as I was working, I visited a few where we were working. I worked in Samburu. We went to Samburu Lodge. There is a particular spot I remember which really inspired me, somewhere in Wamba. Wamba, where we went, there was this Mzungu who had he was a hunter. Then he went into the forest. He discovered a nook. There was a swamp,
This is
an oasis of water in that dry area of Wamba. So he put up a lodge where just trees. The tables were trees. The fridge was charcoal, and then a few more trips.
so that's where the dream was born.
Yes.
Where is Wamba in Kenya?
Wamba is in Samburu.
Wamba is in Samburu.
Samburu
County.
Samburu County, yeah.
Thank you. And then you started protecting the trees.
I started protecting the trees. Then around 2014, I started doing a few things. You know, a dream, you don't have to have a lot of money. Let's begin with that.
Okay.
You don't have to have a lot of money. Even with a few shillings, you know, the 1% you can do will add on to the eventual 100%.
Accumulating, yeah.
Cumulative efforts. There should be cumulative efforts and focus on what you want to do. Focus is number moja.
So in 2014,
I put up a few flowers, this perimeter fence here.
The perimeter fence.
Yeah, and I bought some trees. I planted some trees, and I started taking particular interest in this place to protect the existing trees, because some had been cut by our workers. So after that, I was almost facing retire at 2014. I had 4 more years to go, so I had to see
so you started off 4 years to retirement. You
Yeah.
started putting the structure,
Yes.
infrastructure.
Yeah.
So by the time you were retiring in 2018,
and there was some structure. The main bar there, where I did it in 2015.
2015.
With a lot of assistance from my dear wife. So that's when we did it. And from there, when now I started planting trees, flowers, the stone pitching. I did a bit of stone pitching, and by the time I was coming home, I could see something was coming up.
So when did you open officially?
Officially, I opened this place 1st July 2018. My last salary of civil service is what I bought. I started showing World Cup. That was World Cup.
Oh, World Cup, that was 2018.
2018.
2018 World Cup.
So I bought some drinks. I had a TV,
Good screen.
a big screen, and we started off.
Oh, so that is like now, July this year we'll be celebrating 3 years.
Yes.
So what is the journey? The 3 years. What are the challenges? What are the highs and lows of the business?
You know, when you have a passion, I cannot talk of lows.
All right.
You always have the challenges. They give you more energy.
More energy.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
for me, I don't think maybe financial constraints, but then, as I told you, with a few shillings, you can do this, you can do that. You are always moving. The worst somebody can ever do is to stop moving.
Oh, the worst you can do is to stop moving.
Yes.
So mzee, you know, we live in Kenya. Sasa, and you see that most of us, like the generation we are living in, most of us are educated. But there are issues with unemployment. You go to school, you go to college, you go to university, but when you come out here, there's that problem of unemployment. Now, these are the kind of people I want to talk to, want to inspire them. Maybe, what can you tell them, especially the challenges of life, the challenges of career, challenges of business? What approach should we take as a former employee, as a businessman, and as a father?
First, people should never stop learning.
Right.
People should always be on the learning curve. Because when you are always on the learning curve, with all knowledge all over the internet, if you miss this boat, you can get this boat by maybe going to YouTube. Mr. George, let me tell you one thing. When I started here, I did not have any cook. But the fact that I had lived alone for a long time and I knew how to cook, I started serving people.
So the cooking and serving.
Yes. So, number one, having skills. Skills are very, very important. Skills. Papers will not assist anybody. I remember, I normally tell people here, when they come, these people from the catering colleges, the first question I ask them is if they know how to slaughter a chicken and do surgery of the chicken. If somebody does not know that, really, I don't think they can assist.
Kusunyora
ngoko. Because if they don't know that, and that is people here come with chicken, we prepare. You have to slaughter them. So what I'm saying, skills. For those who are at home. Like now, if I was young, I could start even learning how to place. What is that?
Chapati.
No. Tiles on the floor. You go to YouTube. It's a very easy task, but then it's well paying.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're placing tiles on floors.
Yeah. I mean, they can learn on YouTube.
Yeah. So you mean that we use the available resources, especially on the internet and technology, to advance ourselves.
Yes.
To continue learning and apply those skills.
Yes.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, why should you have bundles on your phone and just go to Facebook? And then at the end of the day, okay, I'm normally busy. Since I retired, I'm busy throughout the day. When people have gone in the evening, that's when I have time to catch up.
Yes.
That's what I have. I have time to learn new skills. Like you saw the swings here, tiles here. I just went to YouTube and So every day, everyone. Anyway, I'm addressing everyone now. At the end of the day, in the evening, spend about 1 or 2 hours learning something new.
Good. I've also learned. So let me ask you, how old are you now?
I'm now 63 years.
63 years. You look energetic. You look young. What is the secret?
The secret is to keep the brain agile. Number one.
Keep the brain agile.
Yeah. The brain should be agile, because when the brain goes rancid, you are as good as dead. Because if the brain is young, the only way you can keep the brain young is like I've told you, reading. Trying to keep yourself busy. Then also, people should learn how to do physical work. Physical work is very, very important. Why should you go to the gym na unaishi reserve?
Watu wa gym wakisikia watakasirikia.
Hapana, sio hivyo. Kwa vile kulima ni exercise, unajua?
Yes.
Kufyeka ni exercise. So that is it. People should learn how to do physical work and also learn new skills, learn new tricks of doing, like this business. Now, I'm exploring exploring an avenue of having my Facebook fans enjoy the internet from here.
Oh, from here?
Yeah. They'll enjoy Suneka Leisure Garden internet wherever they are in the world. Yeah, so that's one way I'm exploring. I need
that's an invention.
No, it's not an invention. It's there. I would not have known it if I did not read.
I'm really waiting for it to come up. I would also like to enjoy it. So I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to who will be patrons and the available patrons. Tell them something about this place. Welcome them. Just in a few words, like 30 seconds.
Thank you so much, Mr. George. We at Suneka Leisure Garden We're trying to keep things as natural as possible. We don't want to come up with very complicated structures because we know people have done good houses where they live. So here we want nature to rule, and we have more indigenous trees than the ones imported, and we want to have an open space where you come with your kids, your family, your friends. Our cachet, what is it? Well, the slogan is Suneka Leisure Garden, the best place to be with family and friends.
Suneka Leisure Garden, the best place to be with the family and friends. This is Maruko is George Television. We are about telling the story of hope, entertainment, business, sports, music, art.
Thank you.
Karibu sana.